Welcome students to the fourth online session of biology class 9th. We were discussing chapter number 5. One of the topic is left, that is types of solution. And before discussing it, we will recall few things. We have already discussed about plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, you all know, that is selectively permeable membrane which allow few things to move inside and few things to move outside. And how the gases moves, carbon dioxide and oxygen, they moves inside or outside the cell. This is the process called as diffusion, in which the molecules moves from higher concentration to lower concentration area. As concentration of carbon dioxide oxide is more inside the cell, then diffusion process occurs and molecules of carbon dioxide moves from inside the cell to outside the cell. Same way, it absorbs the oxygen. When the concentration of oxygen is more in surrounding area while less in the inside the cell, then oxygen molecule diffuse through the process of diffusion move from outer surrounding to the inside cell. Same way, the same law is followed by the water also. This is called as law of diffusion. The water molecules the water molecules move from such selectively permeable membrane by the process of osmosis. These water molecules moves by the process of osmosis. And what does it mean? The movement of water across the plasma membrane is affected by the amount of substance dissolved in the water. It also depends the amount of substance that dissolved in the water. Osmosis is a passage of water. Listen it carefully. Osmosis is the passage of water from region of high water concentration, through a semi-permeable membrane to the region of lower water concentration. Means osmosis is the passage of water molecules from high water concentration area where water molecules are more. It moves from that area to where the water molecules are less. This is called as osmosis. So when we put a particular plant cell or animal cell into a sugar solution or any salt solution, then what happen? So we will discuss, for the answer of this question, we will discuss the type of solution. So very first type of solution is hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution means what? Hypotonic solution means where water molecules are, listen carefully, water molecules are in high water concentration. Water molecules are in high water concentration. High water concentration means more water molecules are present. When more water molecules are present, that means the solution will be considered as dilute solution. Solution will be considered as dilute solution. Now, if we put any cell, plant cell or animal cell, in such type of hypotonic solution means where water molecules are more. Water molecules are more means it is highly water concentrated solution. Then the water molecules will move in both direction. They also move inside the cell and they also move from the cell to outside. But the resultant in and out is what? It will release less water, then it absorb the water. Water molecules which move inside the cell are more than the water molecule which are move from the cell to the outside. In such case, the cell will soak up the water and little bit it will swells up. And such type of solution where the water molecules moves from outside to inside is more, then such solution is considered as hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution where solvent is less and water molecule are more, water is more. Clear? Clear beta? Next, in next case, isotonic, as the name indicate, isotonic solution. This is the solution. When we put a particular cell, plant cell or animal cell in such solution, then what happen? The movement of water molecules occurs in this case also. Some of the molecules will move from inside the cell and some of the molecules will move to the cell. Some moves outside, some moves inside. But total gain and loss will be same. The number of molecules move inside, number of molecules move outside will be same. So there will be no change in the cell. No change in the cell. So such type of solutions are known as isotonic solution, where the resultant in and out of the water molecule will be same. Such type of solution will be considered as isotonic solution. And then now the third one is hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution means when the solution is having less water molecules. Solution is having lower concentration of water, less water molecule, lower water concentration, then what will happen? As the surrounding area is having less water concentration, means water molecules are less, while in the cell the water molecules are more. Then what will happen? The same thing happen. Some of the water molecule move inside the cell and some of the water molecule come outside the cell. Then the result will be like this. More water will be loose, water molecule will be loose from the cell. More water will come outside, while less number of water will go inside. In such case, the cell will lose the water and it will shrink. And such solution, when cell lose the water, then such solution are considered as hypertonic solutions. Such solutions are considered as hypertonic solutions. Clear, bachcho? So this was the only topic which was left. So learn it properly. And I'm sending few of the diagrams. And you can search the same book on the on the net. You can refer the chapter from the students who are not having the book. They can read the chapter from the net. The same book you can download from CBSE. And with the PDF, notes PDF, I'm sending you the notes of such things. And few of the structures, diagrams, practice it well, अच्छे से practice करिए बेटा. And now we will conclude the chapter. As a conclusion, we can say you have studied about the structure of cell and various functions of various cell organelles. Okay? So what is this? Each cell acquire its structure. Each cell acquire its structure and ability to function because of the organization of its membrane and membrane bound cell organelles in a specific way. That's why we can say that cell has its basic structural organization. This basic structural organization means the structure with all its organelles. Basic structure organization helps the cell to perform functions, specific functions like respiration, obtaining nutrition, and clearing of water materials, waste materials, or forming new types of proteins. They all function are carried by the cell itself. That is why the cell is the fundamental structural unit of living organism. And it is also known as the basic functional unit of the life. Cell is also considered as basic functional unit of the life. Now students, we will discuss few of the in-text question which you will find in between the chapter, and you have to do all these questions in your notebook. So beta, the very first question which is here, that who discovered the cell and how? So you will find your answer in your first class, first session. That is, who discovered the cell? That is Robert Hooke. And how he has discovered? That was discussed in your chapter. That was, he was studying the cork. Inside the cork, he saw the chambers, and after those chambers, suddenly he gave the name as cell. Then the second question, why is cell called the structure and functional unit of the life? The answer just before. In the summary, I told you it is having its structural organization. Cell is having its structural organization, and every cell perform a specific function for just like respiration, digestion, nutrition and all that. So they are considered as structural and functional unit of the life. Structural and functional unit of the life. Now it comes to the how do substances like CO2 and water moves inside and outside the cell. How these substances move inside and outside the cell? So CO2 moves inside and outside the cell by the process of diffusion, we have discussed today and in the first class also. And the water molecules move with by the process of osmosis. Molecules move from high water concentration region to lower water concentration region. And why is plasma membrane called selectively permeable membrane? Yes. Next question. So why plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane? The plasma membrane allow or permit the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell and prevent the movement of some other materials through it. Hence, it is called selectively permeable membrane. Clear? So you have to write all these questions in your notebook. Okay, whatever. If you have registered, that will be better. But if you don't have register, then you can write it in any notebook. Okay, make a register preferably. But if you don't have, then you can use the. Now, beta, this is next topic. Few of more questions are here. The question is, can you name the two organelles which have studied at and contain their own genetic material, or genetic material which have their own DNA? Okay, so diagrams which I have given you, that is plastids, or you can say mitochondria, and they both have their own DNA. So the answer will be, if the organization of a cell is destroyed. This is very important question. If the organization of cell is destroyed due to some physical or chemical influence, what will happen? So now it comes back to your topic, that is one of the topic we have studied, that is lysosomes. If the organization destroyed, then what will happen? Then some physical or chemical influence, due to some physical and chemical influence, if the cell is not performing the basic function like respiration and all these, then cell will not be able to perform the basic functions like sorry respiration, nutrition, excretion, and all that. And the next question is, why are lysosomes known as societal bags? As we have studied in lysosomes, lysosomes are the cell organelles involved in the digestion of any foreign material or worn out cell organelle. They contain the digestive enzyme, that is lytic enzyme, digestive enzyme, and in case of any cell is dead or damaged, lysosome burst, release their digestive juice in order to digest its own cell. That is why they are called as societal bag of the cell. And it is asking where the protein are synthesized inside the cell. The protein is synthesized inside the cell in RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Clear, beta? So, I will give some of the answers of the questions also of the backside question. They are very simple. You will do all these questions also. The first question is here. Make a comparison, write down the way in which plant cell are different from animal cell. So, I have to give you, we have to discuss some of the differentiation between plant cell and animal cell. So, beta, the very first is what? As I have given you the structure also, I have given you the diagram also. So, this is the first question, and we can say, we all know the first difference. The animal cell is usually smaller in size in comparison of plant cell. So, you can write animal cell is smaller and the plant cell is comparatively larger. And the second thing is what? The animal cell enclosed by the plasma membrane only. No cell wall present here. In animal, no cell wall present here. And in a plant cell, there is plasma membrane as well as outside it, a thick cell wall is also present. In animal cell, the plastids, leucoplast, chromoplast, chloroplast, the plastids are absent, whereas in plant cell, the plastids are present. And the fourth one, the cytoplasm consists largely or small vacuoles. In animal cell, cytoplasm is having small vacuoles, while in plant cell there is central space of the cell is occupied with a large vacuole. It is having a large vacuole. Fourth number difference, the nucleus lies in animal cell. Nucleus lies in the center. You can see the structure. Nucleus lies in the center. Whereas in animal cell, because of the large vacuole, nucleus lies on the side of the cell. Then the next one, the prominent and highly complex Golgi bodies are present in animal cell, whereas the Golgi apparatus consists of several subunits called dictyosomes in plant cells. And the next one, animal cells possess centrosomes with 2 centrioles, and plant cells, centrioles are absent. So this is the difference between plant cell and animal cell. Same way you will write the prokaryote and eukaryote, which we have discussed in the first class. Okay. So better write all these questions and back exercise question in your notebook. They are quite simple and okay beta.